meteorologist Julia Blanchett.
Western Colorado is already off to a beautiful start this morning. Grand Junction at about 55 degrees. The Montrose area, lots of sunshine, little to no issues. And if we're taking a look at Cortez, they're not as lucky. They're only at 36 degrees this morning, but they are expecting to warm up before the end of the day. So a lot of heat here in the area. We're getting really warm today. We're supposed to be getting up to about 89 degrees, and that's a pretty impressive standing. You can see by about 5 p.m. we're 88 degrees, so right around that mark somewhere we'll be reaching that 89-degree mark, and the sun will be out all day. There's a few thin clouds here and there, but above all else, you're expecting sunshine. Some small portions of the high country far away from us could see a stray shower or two, but for the rest of us, we're expected to be warm, and we're also going to be dry. Even after dark, when we get to 11 p.m., we're still at about 70 degrees, and that's pretty impressive. We're going to see the 90s pretty regularly now that we've finally broken that threshold, but if you're doing anything outside today, it might be in your best interest to bring some sunscreen, because at the peak hours of the day, the UV index will get to a 10. It'll work its way up there before that and after, but your burn time for somebody with sensitive skin at this UV index would be about 20 minutes. So make sure you're grabbing a hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, finding time in the shade, and limiting time outside if you can. But I know there's a lot of exciting things going on in town today, so grab some sunscreen and make sure you're drinking plenty of water while you're outside, since we are just starting all of this hot weather up here in Western Colorado. For example, the JUCO World Series is going on, and you're definitely not going to want to find yourself dehydrated while watching these awesome matchups. By 10 a.m., you're looking at 74 degrees for that matchup. The wind speeds will only be around 8 miles an hour, so nothing to worry about, but also nothing to cool you down. Not a cloud in the sky by the 2 o'clock matchup for 85 degrees as that game starts, and that would only be about, again, 6-mile-per-hour gusts. So really nothing to worry about. And by 7 p.m., no improvement has been made. We're still looking at about 86 degrees, which means wind gusts around 9 miles an hour. So a lot of warmth in the near future. Make sure you're regulating your body temperature if you are enjoying the outdoors. But if I haven't mentioned your location yet, it's warm everywhere. The Meeker area is 78 degrees today. The Colburn area about 80 degrees. Grand Junction 89, and in Delta 89. Lastly, the Montrose area 83 and Cortez 82. But if you're taking a look at what's going on through low temperatures in, again, Grand Junction, about 58 degrees overnight, so almost 60 degrees. That's pretty impressive. And then looking at 53 in the Delta area, 50 in Montrose, and about 45 in Cortez. In just a moment, I'll show you a few locations who could see a little bit of rain later in the week, but I'll also show you what you can expect for your upcoming weekend, because it's a little bit surprising.
As an emergency room physician, I worked in level 1 trauma centers for years. I know what happens back there. One ambulance after another, with injured patients and lives that are changed forever. I understand. I took care of those people. Thank you. Now, as an attorney, my team and I care for the same people, but in a different way, working to get our clients' lives back to normal. If you've been injured, our medical and legal expertise provides a unique advantage. Ramos Law. What makes us different makes us better.
Grand Junction expecting to see 89 degrees by Thursday, so that's a warm setting. You're 89 today as well, but check out what happens by Saturday and Sunday. By Saturday and Sunday you could get to 89 degrees again, or 98 degrees, excuse me. So that means you're almost at 100 degrees later this week. So that's a really warm standing, but in the Montrose area, 83 degrees today turns to 83 tomorrow, and eventually you'll end up in the 90s by Saturday and Sunday. The Delta area is expecting 88 degrees on Wednesday, Thursday 89, and ramping up to the 90s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So really warming up, and by next Monday, possibly some rain, maybe a few stray showers on Wednesday or Thursday. Nothing too significant in the Cortez area. A stray shower or two is possible on Wednesday, but 82 degrees as of right now. And then by Saturday and Sunday, that's when you'll be up in the 90s again. So lots of warm temperatures in the near future, and little to no turbulence interrupting your week.